like me, you're obsessed with cars, and well, if you're a bit wealthy as well and you buy cars, then you will no doubt notice that something strange has been happening in the car market recently. And by recently I mean over the last couple of months, and that is no one's really buying high-end cars, and people have been putting their high-end cars for sale at substantial discounts. Some dealers may not admit this and tell you that they're still selling amazing cars and nothing has changed and all that, but the reality is that it has, and it is a buyer's market right now. But what do you buy? So when you look at some cars, like my Performante Spider for example, I mean that is not an appreciating asset, that is a depreciating asset. It's a lovely car, it's beautiful, it's lovely to drive and all that, but that's not really going up, it's kind of going down. So my advice would be not to buy cars like that. Why did I buy it? Because I love the car so much. I love driving it and I don't really care about the depreciation side. Now if you look at my Aperta, the 458, that has also come slightly down. And today I'm going to go and look at a car. Now how this came about is I've been looking to get another car over the last few weeks and I've been posting about it on Instagram. And specifically I've been looking at a hypercar, and I had a P1 and a LaFerrari, they're a bit up and down right now. Their prices, I don't know where they're going to go. I don't know if they're going to go sub 2 million or not, so they're a bit of a risky proposition right now, as are most cars. And so I've been looking at 918s, and apart from the crappy salesmen that I've been coming across, and I've been posting about them on Instagram, what scares me about the 918 is that that is also coming down. And I mean, you don't see it necessarily because you don't deal with the salespeople and the dealers, but not only has it come down, as you see on Auto Trader and so on, but it has come down in the form of the discounts that people are willing to give on those cars. So I'm a bit scared, to be honest, because I've been looking at them. I'm very tempted to buy one, but when dealers offer not thousands, not tens of thousands, but 100,000 plus off their cars, 150,000, that really gets me thinking that where is this car going? So I'm a bit hesitant to get a 918 right now, although it's probably a good time to get one, but I just don't know if the market has bottomed out on the 918 or not. The other cars that are potentially interesting to me, and I've been looking at them, have been the Carrera GT, because many people say that that car is going to be, or is already a classic, but it's definitely going to be a future classic, and it's amazing to drive, and potentially it will be over £1 million in the next few years. And so I've been looking at that. However, and I know some people say it's a driver's car and there's nothing wrong with the clutch and all that. Mostly when I'm in London, like today, I do drive around in the city. I'm not a track person or drive around the countryside, and everybody says that the Carrera GT is just going to be the biggest nightmare to drive. So I'm hesitant in getting a Carrera GT, and to be honest, the 918 is my preference. Now there is a third car that I'm talking about investment here now, really, and right now, because everything has come down, because of the uncertainty over Brexit and the global situation right now, it's good to buy certain cars. So the other car that has been on my radar is the SLR, and again, it's a car that's been kind of undervalued, I would say. Why is the Enzo 2 million? Okay, I know it's not in the same kind of league, but why is the Enzo 2 million and the SLR 200 grand? That's just really crazy. So today I'm going to go to Coutts Automobiles. I know them well, I like them. They've sold quite a few cars for me, and I've bought quite a few cars from them. And they have a really nice SLR, which I've seen, and it's a convertible one as well. And right now they've reduced the price on it, as have most dealers on most of their cars. and I'm gonna have a look at it because it's not very expensive, and it is a classic. It is a head turner, and yeah, we'll see if it's time to buy an SLR, because I can't see it really going lower than the current prices. I really can't. It's a very unique car. So yeah, join me as we go and have a look at it. I just came from Gibraltar where it was boiling, thinking I'm going to cool down a bit in London, and today is going to be 32 degrees. So much for that. Okay, here we are. Coutts Automobiles. They're on the main road to London, the A40. Hi man.
How you doing? Lovely to see you again.
So this is the car?
This is the car. Well, beautiful example.
So I'm here with John, and he's going to tell me a little bit more about the SLR. You were saying, John?
So we have an SLR McLaren, a rare car in itself. This particular example, whilst it's already rare, is made rarer still because of the fact that it's got a 722 upgrade kit that's been fitted by McLaren in Geneva. So that consists of the 722 wheels, the front and the rear carbon fibre diffusers, all making it slightly more unique than what is already a rare Roadster.
So this car was, how much was it? It was up for 380 or something, right?
This car was up for about 360,000. We've recently taken a reduction on the vehicle. It's a good opportunity for someone to pick up a car that will only appreciate in value over time at a very attractive price point.
Yeah, I think so as well, because I've been looking at them, and yeah, I mean, it is beautiful. Can we open her up?
Of course we can.
Wow, look at those doors.
Again, boasts of the interior carbon fibre trim, which is not as common an option as you'd expect in the SLRs.
Oh really?
Black on the grey makes for a very good combination along with the hood. You can also get the red interior as part of the McLaren SLR range, but I think black is slightly more elegant, to put it. Whilst the interior looks a bit dated, one of my favourite parts about the vehicle is, despite the fact that it's 2008, getting on in life a little bit, it still looks not out of place with cars of this year.
Yeah, you're right.
It's almost a timeless design.
It does feel like a proper substantial car. It really does. It doesn't feel like a Mercedes in any shape or form. And you've got this button there as well. Has it been serviced or is it due a service?
It's currently due a service, but it does boast a full history with McLaren, Mercedes McLaren.
So I've got out of Coutts, and I am seriously considering that SLR because it's a convertible, and it's quite a good price. I think maybe it will go even lower, I don't know, but I do think it's a good investment if you're patient enough, which I'm not. I just want to tell you something else which I find quite cool. I was thinking of selling my Aperta over there because I don't really drive it much. I'm not in London much and I don't really drive it. And John of Coutts said, don't do it. Now, they have it listed for sale and he said don't sell it. And I like that. That is the first dealer that has actually told me don't sell a car with us, because he told me, listen, this thing is going to be worth a lot of money in the future. Why do you want to sell it? You don't need it. You've got lots of other cars. I mean, you don't need to sell it. You've got lots of other cars. Keep it for a while, keep it for a few years, enjoy it, even put mileage on it, and it'd be worth a lot more. And I really like that. I like John at Coutts. He's like that. If you ever go to Coutts and you see him and you speak to him, you'll see that he is like that. He's really honest John. It's a bit of a cliche. He's really honest, he's really straightforward, and I'm going to take his advice. So I've taken my Aperta back and I'm going to take it back to one of my garages in London and I'm going to leave it there, and when I'm in London I'm going to drive it. And yeah, so thank you John, and thank you Coutts for being honest, which is not really you can't really say it in the same line as car dealers, or most of them. So thank you very much, and I'm gonna have a think about your SLR and I may be back. So see you later guys.
Θέλω τόσα να σου πω, αλλά εσύ δεν είσαι εδώ και τρελαίνομαι. Πάλι σήμερα κι αυτό το βράδυ, μωράκι μου σε σκεφτόμαι. Θέλω τόσα να σου πω, αλλά εσύ δεν είσαι εδώ και τρελαίνομαι. Καίγομαι και τρελαίνομαι. Έτσι σου λέω. Σου φωνάζω, σου φωνάζω